So I was on my way down to Santana to do some content today. However, two things have happened. These chaps are doing some work on one of the poles, so I can't get down to the boat. And secondly, over there in the distance, over there, is the Island Trust. They run the tall ship Johanna Lucretia and the smaller boat Moosk. One thing I can notice is that there's not enough masts there for both boats, which must mean Moosk is probably scheduled for some maintenance. So let's go and see if it's in the hangar and what work's being done. It's quite cool. Just as a little disclaimer, I've been volunteering with the Island Trust for nearly 2 years, so I'm not just some random jumping on their boat. Don't do that, it's not kosher. I've already put my head into the office and seen the guys say, no, I'm here. So yeah, I'm not some randomer jumping on someone else's boat. Don't do that, that's silly. Well, I was right. JL's here, missing a few bits on the mast. We'll go on board in a second. And no Moosk, the parking space is being used by Sea Regs doing their probably Yachtmaster power exams. Captain Dan is working on the windlass. Let's have a little look on board. As you can see, she's mid refit. The top mast is stuck on the main mast, and quite a few bits are still on the floor to be sorted out for the rest of the season. It'll all get reassembled at some point and all put back together. Dan is working on dismantling the windlass. You can see down below is a hive of activity as well. Everything is being repainted, revarnished. The dining table is currently being used as a works table. That is new varnish. I've been told not to go anywhere near it. But yeah, she's going to be looking fantastic at the start of the season, in a month's time, hopefully. Right, now I need to go back up to Moosk. Or I need to find Moosk first. There's always stuff going on down here. Just come out of the water, been sprayed, and now is being put in its cradle. Right, up to the workhouse. Workhouse? Warehouse. Workshop. One of the three. It's like a yard of boats. All getting ready for the new season. Plus the ones that I'm heading to. If I'm right, she should be in here. We interrupt this regular video to say a big thank you to all of you watching these videos, liking on them, commenting on them, subscribing to the channel, because thanks to you lovely people, I have now managed to unlock memberships and super chats on my channel as another way of showing support. I have no idea what super chats do, but I've unlocked it and it says it's a way of showing more support to the channel. So there are now 2 extra options for you to help me with my channel and help it grow. Of course, if you can't, that is not a problem. All your likes, comments, engagement, views, shares, all that kind of stuff is more than enough to help me with my channel, and I still love seeing it all. Engaging with comments, speaking to you, and seeing how you feel about the videos helps me to make more videos and keep going with the content. And of course, if you do want to show that extra bit of support, those options are there should you wish to. So thank you to all of you, and back to our regular video. Haha, there she is. In many, many pieces. Let's go up the scaffold and get to her. So this is Moosk out of water. As you can see, she's having a lot of work done, mainly sanding, getting ready for the new season. It's awfully weird to see her without her masts in, because she is a gaff rigged yawl. The masts are down there, and we'll go down there in a minute. Let's have a little look on board. But I'm going to have to go to the other side because they've still left the rails up. Down below there's a lot going on as well. I'll try to use the light as best as possible because it's quite dark down here. Obviously there's no power at the moment. Just an extension cable for all the power tools. So let's have a little look round. Quite a lot of the on-deck stuff is inside. Bilges are out so they can be checked. We've got electrics down there, pipelines, all that kind of stuff. All the lines needed for the rigging are stored away. And I believe down here is next. So they got about a month to get her ready for the sea. I think the first lot of sea testing for this season is in about 4 weeks' time. I suppose I probably should help out a little bit now rather than just filming stuff. But it's a lunch break now, so I'll help after lunch. Maybe I'll be able to talk to a couple of the guys and see how they're getting on. Let's go find the mast and have a look at what they're looking like downstairs. Downstairs? On the floor. So we're now underneath Moosk. And down here we got the masts and the anchor in the chain. So the anchor's out. I feel like they've already started sanding that down. All the anchor chains out on the floor. I'm guessing it's going to get remarked. And then the other bits. I know for a fact that the bowsprit is in the workshop being worked on. So that'll be back later on. Washed off nice. As you can see, she's a full keel and over 100 years old. I'll do a little bit of a history on Moosk in a little clip form now.
Moosk is a 1906 gaff-rigged yawl with a life as varied as the waters she sailed. Built in Falmouth as a gentleman's cruising yacht, she spent her early decades as a fast, elegant auxiliary vessel before disappearing into obscurity and eventually being found abandoned and wrecked in Glasgow in the late 1990s. Rescued and painstakingly rebuilt, she returned to the water in 2001 and later underwent further structural restoration to keep her sailing strong. Today, she's part of the Island Trust fleet in Plymouth, giving young people the chance to experience real seamanship, adventure and the heritage of a classic wooden yacht brought back from the brink. For this season, she's also being used as an RYA training yacht, offering the courses of competent crew, day skipper and also being able to do Yachtmaster offshore preparation weeks. So if you're interested in having a voyage on Moosk this season, or any season, get involved by going to the Island Trust website and using the contact information found there.
Right, so everyone's back from lunch and the whole team is working on Moosk now. We're doing white spirit to remove any dust, leftover dust from the sanding before we put varnish on. We're vacuuming up the dust, white spiriting and then applying varnish. Rhiannon and the team are hard at work cleaning at the top. Meanwhile, down below somewhere they're working on the mast at the bottom. Must be underneath the scaffold at the moment, and the other bit down below are there. So we'll go down and see how they're getting on. I should probably pick up a paintbrush or something at some point, but you know, I'm documenting, so it's different. Okay, and now we're underneath Moosk, and then we got Reggie and Kelsey are working below. So white spirit in the mast on this side and then sanding down the mast on this side to then be white spirited, to then be revarnished. How we get on, Reg?
Going good. Going good.
Right, we did bring the other camera today, so we're going to try and make it look a bit more cinematic. Hang on. We bought the R7, so let's see if we can make sanding and hoovering make it look cinematic. Let's have a go. so I figured it was time I probably mucked in and did something. So there's already a lot of people varnishing up top, so I've been sent below to start work on the spars and the mast. So here we go. And there we are. So we have successfully finished the first layer, because there's bound to be a few more layers of varnish on most of the key components of Moosk. And that's pretty much it. We're all going to head home. I still can't get down to Santana because the pontoon's closed. They assure me it'll be open in the next half hour, an hour, but I don't need to go down there now. I've made a video here, so I'll go down and check on her in a few days' time. So this is a bit different than what I was planning, but I hope you maybe still enjoyed it. And if you like this kind of content, as always, like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Until we see you on the next one, thank you for watching, take care, and we'll see you again. Goodbye.